Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 24th of January. So we've seen the euro dollar step and once again downwards following the ECB meeting. Now the talk from that was basically there's more potential downside, and although things are starting to settle out, well, we'll see how much they're settling out, because today at 8:15 and then 8:30 we have the French and German manufacturing service data coming out, and then all finishing off for 9. So we'll see how things come out there. Maybe they'll be privy of a flash figure of that of their own. To see to help them make decisions of things yesterday, but realistically there was very little they could do at that stage, so they've done very little or nothing apart from looking to analyse what they can do. So we're left with a euro which has confirmed lower highs in there. It's taken out the more significant low of back in December. Are we on the route back towards the 1.1 level? Possibly. Although, as I say, we'll see what this data gives us this morning. If it does push up a little bit there, maybe we've got more chance. Looking at the shorter time frame, what's happening at the moment, you just see this potential high low, and if we run up and hit into the pivot, which is not far above us and could well be a target at 110.66, 67 area, well, that will confirm a higher low, and maybe we'll see a little bit more follow through, but we'll see. It's quite a pivotal area for sure today around that level, maybe the 50 just above it, 60-minute 50, but at the moment I'm still erring on the bearish side. I can't get my brain off the bearish side on the euro because the fundamentals just aren't there. Now the pound mixed yesterday, very small inside bar there to yesterday. In reality it just wasn't moving too much at all. I was wondering whether it'd take out the highs here that has got buy orders that sit above that level, so if it did start pushing up there, well then we could see those levels trigger, and maybe a bit more momentum coming from that, at least for the short while. It is holding up there. It's sitting on this 60-50, as you can see, right onto the daily pivot. Maybe the R1's got some potential post 8 o'clock, but we've got, of course, the Bank of England meeting next week, and maybe the pound ain't going to go too far anyway. This afternoon, this morning even, crikey, we've got the flash manufacturing PMI manufacturing services for the pound as well. So, and we've got Lagarde speaking, I believe, again, the ECB president, Lagarde speaking in, she's due to the Global Economic Outlook in 2020. Okay, I don't think she's going to put too much spin on what's already been said from yesterday, so I wouldn't be quite so concerned about that at 9:30, but would be looking at that manufacturing and services. Okay, we've got Treasury Secretary, Fed speaker coming in at 9:30 as well, so there is a bit of data around 9:30. Core retail sales for Canada at 1:30. Anyway, for now, really watching this pound a little bit. It's just triggering 8 o'clock. We're not, well, if it breaks this area and breaks the 50, I haven't talked about the downside potential. Well, of course, the low, those prior lows, that S1 area, the 131 area may be coming back into play. Right, that's the pound. Dollar yen. Dollar yen, we saw safety coming, money moving away from safety the day before yesterday, whatever day that was, yesterday. It's stalled a little bit. China's doing quite a lot there to try and reduce the chances of this virus spreading, but and the markets aren't liking the fact that it could still, but we'll see. Maybe they've taken enough actions to put risk back on again, in which case we may see the yen bounce from here. It finally did catch that 200 I was talking about on the 4-hourly there yesterday nicely, but consolidating around where it sits at the moment. So ranges are still very tight there, but well, it's really dependent if it can break above this recent high here, or it's put a higher low in, and maybe it'll be good for the R1 later, but maybe more. It's not enough pips to be well, maybe a bit more. It's actually about 20 pips to it now, so yen is actually developing a few pips. Well, hey, Aussie dollar. Aussie tried its best yesterday but gave it back, and it's sitting around, not moving too much. It's just get my mouse moved up. There you go. It's into its weekly S2 again yesterday. It still hasn't caught the pivot actually, but it doesn't look like it's going to this week, and if anything, it looks like it's putting another little short-term bear flag in here, which could just see it rolling back over. We'll see this morning, but the ranges on this has been, I mean, you're talking 10-20 pips. Yesterday, okay, it moved up, and that big move on the news, employment data, but it gave it away through the daytime, and it just sort of really shows where the Aussie's angling at the moment on the bigger picture. Canadian dollar, do I need to really go into the same sort of picture? It weakened on Wednesday there. Thursday, not a lot happening. In fact, it did gain some back, but looks like it's heading curling back around here for maybe for more weakness to follow. So not an intraday for me. So there we go. Just to recap, 8:15 French services and manufacturing PMI, 8:30 German flash services and PMI. There'll be other data released between that and 9 o'clock when we see the European flash manufacturing and services PMI as a whole, and then at 9:30 we've got the flash manufacturing services for the UK at 9:30 with ECB President and Treasury Secretary both speaking at 9:30 then. So bit of volatility potential today. Have a great one. Bye for now.